Thank you so much, our dear learners. We are going to have the welcoming remarks by none other than our dear director, Sheikh Mbuga Sulaiman.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
I am part of Chira Junior School, as they have told you. I was requested to give a welcome remark on behalf of my colleagues and our community. And what I love most is to keep time. I want to begin by thanking you so much, our dear parents, for honoring our invite, and you have come to attend this occasion. Thank you so much. Thank you, our dear parents who kept time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you abundantly. I want to thank our community, the Chira Junior School staff and non-teaching staff, for the effort they have put in organizing this event. And since I've been part of the organizers from the background, I wish my remarks to be summarized in the following points. I am lucky, and I thank Allah for that He gave me chance to be exposed to different types of education systems. I am currently a student of Islamic studies at a level of a PhD, and therefore I want to say my remarks basing on the Quran. But I want the 4 points to be my guiding statements as I deliver my message this morning. 1, when you look at the theme of the day, it's about promoting cultural diversity in schools. I want to remind you, dear fellow human beings, allow me use that statement, human beings, because I believe we are people of different denominations, Muslims and non-Muslims. Though Muslims, we are the majority in this community. But we appreciate that we are not what we are by choice. We are what we are by Allah's design. I want to repeat that statement, dear parents. I want it to sink in the minds of our learners, and also re-emphasize to you, dear parents, that we are of different nations, of different cultures, speaking different languages, not by choice, but by Allah's design. Number 2, you cannot handle life in any way better than the way the creator of life wants. I'll just say these statements, then I give you only 2 verses as a guiding statement to this occasion. We have people of tender age in this area called Chira Junior School. And one great man said, "At-ta'allum fi as-sigar kan-naqsh 'ala al-hajar." That training someone at an early stage is like engraving on a stone. Whatever you put in or on the mind of that person, it sticks and remains for the entire life of that creature. And that is why we chose such a theme for the day. Next, إِذَا عُرِفَ السَّبَبْ بَطَلَ الْعَجَبْ. When a reason is known, the issue of wondering and asking why ends there. Bw'otegeera ensonga lwaki ekintu kikoleddwa, okwewuunya ku kintu ekyo kuvaawo. Next, al-insanu aduwwu ma jahila. Man is always an enemy of what he doesn't know. You find people not at peace, disunited, because they have failed to understand one another. If they had the ability to understand each other, there would be no fighting, there would be no collision. So we say, man jahila bi shay'in adahu. Omuntu atamanyi kintu afuuka mulabe waakyo, bw'akitegeera akya appreciatinga. And finally, before I tell these 2 verses, Allah told us in the Holy Quran that kuntum khayra ummah. You, the folk of Islam, you are the best of the community. You have been chosen to tell others to do good and avoid evil. My dear parents and all the listeners, put great attention and interest in the following two verses, because we agree we can't understand this life better than the creator of life. It is in Surah Al-Hujurat. That surah in arrangement of the Quran is in number 49. It is surah number 49. I want to emphasize, because you go back home and you check in your translated Quran and you revise and remodel and restructure your mind, your attitude, and your ability. So at Hujurat verse 13, Allah says, Ya ayyuhan nas, O you people. Allah never said, O you Muslims. He never said, O you Ugandans. He said, Ya ayyuhan nas. Allah is calling upon people. Inna khalaqnakum. Indeed, we have created you. Allah is talking about himself, and he's giving him all the majesty and the power and respect. That's why he says we, those who know the language. It means he really deserves the respect. Inna khalaqnakum. We have surely created you min dhakarin wa untha, from a single man and a woman. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلًا. And we have made you peoples and tribes, people of different nations and tribes. And he gave a reason, لِتَعَارَفُوا, to understand and know one another. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلًا. We made you people of different nations and tribes, لِتَعَارَفُوا, to know one another. But he said, إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ. The best of you in the sight of Allah is the most pious. In other words, as you appreciate culture, be selective. Don't say that Islam found us with our culture, therefore you take everything in the culture. It is Islam to guide the culture, not culture to guide Islam. The best in the sight of Allah is he amongst you that is most pious. Inna Allaha alimun khabir. Allah is the all-knowing. Allah yasingo kumanya. Therefore, don't fight people's culture. Understand them, appreciate, model yourself by understanding them. Lastly, Surah Rum, chapter 30, verse 22. I chose only this verse that fits the theme of today's occasion. Allah says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ. And from among the signs that you people have to look at and respect and appreciate Allah, by appreciating Allah, you have to know what are the signs that make Allah distinct. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ. And among the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, خَلْقُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ, is the creation of the earth and the heavens. If you can't find anything to make you humble before Allah, by mere look at how that sky is raised with no visible pillars, but they are there, that is enough to make your mind appreciate your Lord and grant or give him the best respect that he deserves. And from among his signs is the creation of the earth and the heavens, وَاخْتِلَافِ أَلْسِنَتِكُمْ, and the diversity of your languages. Allah is telling us, what shows my power to you is that I created you with different languages. وَاخْتِلَافِ أَلْسِنَتِكُمْ وَأَلْوَانِكُمْ, and your colors. Indeed, in that are signs for those of knowledge. إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِلْعَالِمِينَ. Allah is telling us, I'm so powerful. I made people of different colors. Appreciate the color of one another. You are going to see Indians here, and they'll greet you in their language. You are going to see people of different diversity. Finally, dear parents and our fellow listeners, we are having this occasion with a big theme. But at least if you are to forget the theme, don't forget this, that in life you need to appreciate one another. Whether you don't agree with what he does, appreciate him. Allah told us not to abuse people who are not Muslims. But he had the power of making all of them Muslims. But he gave us a test that they remain non-Muslims for the Muslim to appreciate and respect them. I beg to stop here. May Allah make this day a blessed one and a turning point in the lives of our learners. Assalamu
Mashallah.
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.